go ahead and kick this thing off, huh? Hello, YouTube fans, friends, new recruits, and veterans to the channel. Here we are back once again with one of my favorites, Grand Tactician, the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. As always, I am your humble and gracious player host, Bank60s. Yo, hey, thanks for joining in once more. Appreciate you watching along in the streams with the videos and all the rest. You guys are a well of encouragement, I gotta tell you. Just right off the rip here, if you're already a fan of the channel, a reminder, if you're in the chat now, do please go ahead, smash that thumbs up button. It'll help get the stream out there for folks, so the more people can join into the fun. Can't wait to get back into this one right here. Playing the Union campaign. I did dip back into the game to take a look at a couple of things and just do a little bit of army reorganization. So I'm going to catch you up on a little bit of that. Did have one viewer who had mentioned that one of the Union's famed cavalry commanders, a guy named Minty, ended up as an infantry general in one of my battles. The Battle of Pennsylvania Canal that ended in a minor defeat here recently just outside Pittsburg. I went in, I looked at that. There's something that I want to show about that, as a matter of fact. I was thinking that the game knew about this guy. Right into Pennsylvania and the Army of North Virginia. Right here. Minty. Here he is. So I was like, okay, Commander, he's going to be a cavalry specialist, right? Nope. Nope. And nope. Huh. Well, I guess maybe the game didn't know about any of that, or I think maybe I also, that might have to do with the settings that I went with. I don't remember. Somebody might want to drop something about how the generals can appear or have their historic skills and attributes instead of just random ones. I might have set it up where they're just random ones. But what we did do is transfer one brigade, I believe, out of Williams' division and move it over to, because Burns in the last battle got chewed up real bad. And honestly, so did it wasn't even Stockton in command last. It was somebody else of this white-panted division. You see, I got the white pants on him here. We got Minty, Fry, Kimball was the other brigade. He's still fairly healthy. Fry's only got 400 or so men. Minty only with like 900 or so. This unit with 400 men, I went ahead and sent on furlough to replenish. They are from West Virginia. That's just something I want to take a look at real quick. This is where this is a this may be a session where I may do a little bit of just kind of looking around here. If I were to say pretend that I was going to add a brigade, what would it say in West Virginia? Okay, so there are still 1,704 volunteers. Over 3,500 men fielded. Wow, 1,600 casualties. Boy, the state sure doesn't like that. Support 73. Yikes. It's interesting to look at that across the board. Minnesota, Maryland only at 61%. 2,700 men fielded, so not that many. Interesting. All right, I guess we ought to push the old play button, because I did the reorganization. I kind of hadn't finished talking about that yet. Oh, I didn't mention, if you're new to the stream, by the way, subscribe. There's a button right below the screen, of course, and then you could go down to a link below. And we do have memberships unlocked on the channel as little as $2 a month. We'll get you special access. Army of North Virginia took a real walloping in the last battle. Only have roughly 23,000 men remaining. We lost a number of our guns, not too many, but still have 68. And still got a reserve brigade. This unit here, we also furloughed. These guys were all good. Boy, this battery, Ayer's battery with just 3 guns left. I feel like we could combine them with somebody, but let's see. These are all a lot of these batteries were from when I first formed the army early in the war. What's going on out here? Okay. I thought for a second it started playing the game. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We got our reorganization pretty much done. We're marching back kind of closer to Pittsburg right here, and we've got Schenck speeding his way north. I think I really hit them hard here too. They've stopped. I think maybe their readiness is just about as low as mine is. Thankfully, the weather is nice. Here we go, July 4th, right? That's crazy. Okay, there was something I wanted to take a look at. Boom, right off the bat. We need to start printing money, straight up. And then the other thing on that was, I think we need to start pumping money all the way into politics. Help that along. How's the strategy looking overall? Okay, our national morale has gone down to 80 now. That sucks. Have I been ordering weapons from the factories? Yes. Yes. So for those, actually, I think that's an interesting little interlude. Thank you for that in chat. Let's see here. Where would I go to? Production, goods and trade, no. Policies, no. Military. So weapons, right? If you go to the weapon itself and click on it, you have the option to order a bunch of it, right? And you can select just how many individual pieces that you want. You can see all of the specs for each of the weapons here. And you can see what I've ordered a bunch of for my armies thus far. Hall rifle. I could order more of these, really. I like these quite a bit. 857,000. Ooh, we can't order those, huh? What's restricted? This weapon is not being produced or imported. Oh, okay. Got it. So now I got to figure out what we are producing, I suppose you might say. See, the Enfields I think we can order. No. No, we can't. The Springfield rifled musket we already have on order. Oh, that's what it is. So the Colt rifle we already have on order. It's being executed. These 10-pounders, 3-inch. You know, so we still have several more that are coming in. Same with the Springfield rifled musket, which we have 50,000 pieces that we ordered. The Enfields. Same here. This weapon is not being produced or imported. Okay. The Lorenz Mississippi rifle. Just got to get lucky. The Springfield musketoon. Springfield muskets. Obviously the mixed muskets we have a ton of. And that's something I haven't done a ton of is put down factories for stuff. Federal buildings. Bank Market News Agency. This is actually not this news agency. I think we should do that. Let's see what that does for us. Yeah. Peyton. I'll call you Peyton. Yeah, I don't think you order the halls either. I have them. One or two of my brigades have them. But, yeah, obviously I'm not able to order them just yet. I think they come to you in advance and things. New agencies employ reporters writing stories published in newspapers, improve flow of information around the nation. This includes information about military movements, providing a new source for military intelligence gathering. I think that's interesting. I did construct a couple of prison camps. I did do that. Let's see. Let's build a new newspaper. Let's put it up in New York, because that's where we would build it. Duh. Oh, wow. Look at this itty-bitty little building. Deek. Right there along the railroad tracks. News agency. Okay. State media. And let's see here. Buildings and production. Foundries, brickworks, ironworks, factories. No farms. In the Union, please. Thank you. And sea trade. How about that? Well, no, there's no factories in sea trade. So, we have manufactories that are making provisions. I bet you this is just food. Oh, I see. It says provisions, food, textiles, uniforms. Okay, so those are for the men, right? You've got, I don't know what this symbol is. Lead. Coal. Right? And I guess that's what they produce, huh? I'll be honest with you, the production chain is something I'm not all that well versed in. Oh, yeah, okay. Stoic? Nope, really haven't missed much. We're just kind of poking around. Appreciate you joining in, man. Thank you so much. You guys watching has just been huge. And then, oh, the news is helpful if it's closer to the front. Well, let's build one closer to the front real quick. Let's see what happens. And by the way, Rosso's cavalry was in the middle of getting into the rear of these Confederates. Let's keep that going. And we wanted to get Schenck. Oh, he's bedded down. We want to get him closer, and then we'll fold him back into the army. Show garrisons, show campaign fleets, show map filters. Let's go with the front lines for now to just get another look at that. We've done a pretty good job trying to corral these Confederates up here in Pennsylvania. So, let's go back to, no, I want to go look at the weapons again. This is interesting. Or, no, production. I'm getting off track. All right, so where would things like small arms be getting built? So we don't care about mines. We got to select this all again. Farms, no, don't care. Is it iron? Oh, foundries? Is that it? Let's not do ironworks. Let's do foundries. I don't think that's it. What is this? Iron and bronze, which I'm assuming would go into making guns, but where are our prison camps? Philadelphia and New York. New York Harbor prison camp? Ooh, it's like an Alcatraz. That's kind of cool. Okay, Stoic. Yeah, I had just, that was one thing that you didn't catch was I had read that it collects intelligence. It makes sense to put it closer to the front. I was RPing a little bit there, a little role play. I figured, you know, where you'd want the state news in real life, you probably would want that coming out of New York because there's the most talent there, the most infrastructure ready to be built out. Obviously, it's a long way for your reporters to have to go, but at least they can telegraph back to New York all the things that they're seeing, and it's fairly quick. You can throw it into the paper, and off you go. That could be that, but that could be difficult. You'd need to have your bureau, and I know a little bit about this because I worked in the business, but you need to have your bureau out kind of close to the front. Yeah, there was a graphic, Stoic, either factories or foundry, yeah. But there was a graphic, shows the entire supply chain. Yeah, right, I remember seeing that. Das Boot, it's a quirky game, I'll admit it, but I was tempted the first time that I ever played it to play as the Confederates because I thought that it would be a more fun and interesting challenge, and that may still be right, but what I also found is that the Union AI is just really quirky, and it's not that hard to outfox it, and it's not that hard to outfox it as Confederates either, but they do throw you some surprises, and as the Union, you kind of do get to control the pace of things and continue fighting, even though you might be kind of on the ass end of the war. I just think that you get to control the narrative of the and the pace of the campaign a little bit better as the Union, and from a storytelling standpoint, I felt like playing as the Union might actually work a little bit better, and it kind of has. I've enjoyed the playthrough anyway. I think it's a solid product, and there is no other product out there on the market that's got a campaign that's as detailed and intuitive as this one is. Hands down, that's my vote for sure. But let's go. So foundries and factories, not farms, in the Union. Let's look at Great Britain. What are they building? Let's see what they got there. So yeah, no. What is this? Niter. Interesting. So let's check this out. We're getting the tip from Stoic, I believe. The Grand Tactician, the Civil War, grandtactician.com. Keeping Supplied Economy Part 1, right? So I think what we may do is do a new Schwinder. Bonk. All right. And let's move this on over here so y'all can see it. Make sure you can still see me. There we go. So, now, what are we looking at right here? Features, photographs. All right, so where am I looking? Keeping armies supplied economy, part 1. Shows you the full graphics. So dispatches, features, headquarters. Contact, no. Good, no. Volunteers, mechanics, no. I don't see it. Gosh dang it. Yeah, Mine Foundry, Ironworks, Small Arms, Arty, which all goes to supply depots, which then goes to your troops. But nothing, so, okay, yeah, that was just it, was that there was nothing in particular that would crank out Springfield rifles or Enfield rifles or anything like that. It's stuff that ends up going to your supply network in-game. It's not stuff that specifically sends like a particular kind of weapon to the troops. Oh, it distracted me. Damn it! I got to keep playing. Here we go. Let's try and I'm kidding, by the way. You guys chat it up. You might have to talk amongst yourselves just a little bit as I'm trying to pay attention to things up here. But that was good to kind of figure out a little bit about there. Thank you, Stoic. Yeah, Das Boot, I love this game. I played as Confederate, would do well at the beginning, ended getting strong. Yeah, right. So that's what the Union was always going to have, was the ability to just roll and steamroll. And that's just kind of like why, as the Union, like even though it's 1862, summer of 1862 right now, and I've been basically, in 1861, if you go back and you watch the beginning of this campaign, I was kind of put back on my heels, and I did well initially, but then I kind of overextended and got pushed all the way back into Maryland and Pennsylvania by the AI, but have since been able to finally kind of regain ground as the North's resources advantage in game has caught up. So you're able to continue to play and grind the South down. That's kind of why I wanted to. I felt there would be a longer, more interesting campaign playing as the North. So let's transfer French back into the Army of North Virginia. Excuse me. Done. And then Shank will go away. How long will this take? French's division arrives in 2 days. Beautiful. That's logistics crap. Hey, all right. This is working. Look at this. Harassing Johnson's Corps. We're out of supply, but I think how bad does it start? It was going to start getting bad soon here. If ammunition runs low, it needs to be conserved, meaning lower rate of fire affecting all those. Okay. So this is good. This is good. But I think what we'll do here is keep the Cav on the defensive. We'll see if we can sneak them right. Well, no, we won't be able to do that because they'll be... Let's do this. Hopefully they don't get dispersed too badly from supply issues. We've got a perk that we can give these dudes. Policies. Here, let me show that again. All right. We're in dire straits right here. A little bit with credit rating. See, double B minus. That used to be AAA plus, and we've kind of been steadily down we go. Part of it has to do with the fact that I can't quite figure out, now that we're in overnight, I'll push pause. I hate doing that, but here we go. Is that up here in the Northeast, I have had, ever since we got into winter of 1861, these economy alarms. Some of them have to do with the fact I've got so many people, so much of the workforce down at the front fighting the war. Others of them have to do with, see, this one was workforce related. You can see it right here. See, very low, 23% available workforce there. And then you have other ones that are more related to the price of goods. Not that one. No, not that one. Oh, actually, I think maybe it's both. Yeah, the cost of pre-goods. Okay. 7.7 million while the goods are worth about 7. So they're underwater on their inputs, basically. And so it's hampering their profitability, hampering growth, hampering GDP a little bit. And so we needed to go in policies to start working this. Government funding, we just finished that one up not too long ago. We got the Tariff Act, which reminds me, that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and bump tariffs up again. I don't do it real big, so we're going to go 5% tariff hike. Sales tax are all the way up. Unemployment still pretty low. Interest rates have gone up. They've ticked up just a bit. We're going to have to take out another loan here pretty soon. But those tariffs, I want to believe they'll help. Let's get back to it. And oddly, this Confederate army, I noticed, has gotten larger. They still, they don't have near the same amount of artillery as I have. And I'm thinking out here in Kentucky, maybe time to, what do we have in here? Just a small garrison? It's a fort. That's fine. Let's bring this cav back. Let's go ahead and do a force march, and we'll take them by rail as much as possible. Okay. Pretty worried about this cav here. Yeah, I don't know. These guys may not move. Force march, go. We need you guys to go a little faster. And then let's bring you all the way to here. Good. Good. Oh, here we go. This combat down here, where we again outnumber them in guns. Not men, though. Kind of a siege down here in Culpeper. Now, what we could do is attack, but we can't. Patterson's men, their readiness is too low. And there are some Confederates on the move somewhere. Oh no, that's sound of the monitors coming up the river here. Yep. More bonds, right? Smith withdrawing. Our corps has withdrawn in the face of the enemy. His strength and morale is insufficient to engage. Okay. Major General Smith. Where? Who is that? Who is that? Oh, it's cavalry. Okay. Oh my lord, they're going to come all the way back to Grafton down here. Major General William F. Smith. I guess, you know, that's not so bad. They're cav. Keep the raid going if I can. Even on the withdrawal. Will they do it? It'd be kind of funny if they did. All right, so now we're in the yellow here. The orange, as the case may be, and we've got about 32,000 men ready to deal with these Rebs. And we've got trenches. We've stopped the flow of supplies through West Virginia for the time being. And by the way, don't let me discourage you in the chat, please. I'll try to get to it every bit that I can. Keep the chat alive, baby. Now, they're not bringing French's corps. I guess they can't bring him up the railroad here. And maybe he is not able to engage across the river. Got a unit routed. They've got several more. How long is it going to be until we're ready here? Because I would love full in 77 days. Okay. Dang it, another unit routed. The South Carolina State Militia is the same force up here that we kicked out of Harper's Ferry at an earlier point. Here we go. You got Buckner headed back east. He's still got about 30,000 men. A little stuffed up tonight. So Rosso's cavalry is going to have to kind of guard the Grafton area for the army here. I don't want to lose these depots or this progress. I think what I may do, let's do this. From the army, let's take from Williams' division again. Because now we have French with us. I tell you what, let's take Buell and let's go to Rosso's. Let's send him to quote-unquote Rosso's cavalry. Oop, right here. Buell, you go there. And then let's send a battery of artillery over there too. Who do we want to send? Rosso was going to go on a raid there, Stoic, and then he got himself a little too far behind enemy lines, is what it looked like. We'll send Hazen. Dink. And now Rosso will become more of a hybrid corps, you know, division out there on his own near Grafton, holding steady. And we'll be waiting on Patterson's army to be ready to attack. It's going to take a little while. Tell you what, let's do here. Let's have Patterson go ahead and come to, or no, let's keep him right where he is for now. If he has to, I'll pull back. Like if somehow the South Carolina State Militia wins and is able to push north, I'll pull him back by rail. Maybe intercept him. And then the other thing was, let's bring the Long Island Sound Squadron and let's transfer them. Am I able to do that? Create a new fleet? No. Construct new ship? No. Ships in harbor. We could add some ships, but nothing's done yet. We got a bunch of ships that we're going to add to blockade fleets. I've never tried to actually combine two fleets before. How do I do that? Huh. Yeah, I've missed something. If anybody's got an idea about exactly how to... I think maybe you've got to move ships back in harbor or something. I do not possibly see how we could lose this. No way. Okay. Johnson and Buckner have vacated now. Let's look at front lines. Where did they go? Yep, they're going to be back in this area here, I bet. Okay. Seems like we may have a bit of a stalemate here through the mid part of July. These guys, let's put them back with the Army of Kentucky. Gibbs, get back with McClellan. Thank you. You, sir, can be relieved. Then you got the Army of Kentucky. Where are they here? And it's going to take 3 days to reincorporate these fellas. That's fine. We'll be back up to, 13,000 men or so, which will match the Confederates. Sometimes I just like listening to the music. Oh, that was another thing. Yeah. Okay, these guys don't have a lot of ammunition. We're going to have to relieve New Orleans here. Let's add a perk real quick. Blockade Squadron. Because that's what you are. They're going to come back down here to this port right here. Florida Keys. We're going to get them some new supplies. Didn't we have some ships? I could have sworn we had some ships that were moving south. Yes, was this them? Yes. So we want to get these guys. I want to get them down here near Port Royal. For right now. And we'll go offensive blockade. 8 more ships with 215 guns. The Wabash, the Virginia, the Potomac, Savannah, Decatur, Marion. That blockade, baby. Dude, Peyton has won 3 times as the Confederates in this game. God dang, dude. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. I feel like, you know, this playthrough is going pretty good, semi-realistic-ish. You know, feel pretty good about it. This is going to help us too, these northern trade routes. This act investing in transportation infrastructure, yeah, all across the Great Lakes. That'll be huge. Start the recording there. Legal blockade. Pass an act proclaiming the Union blockade of the South is legal and that any attempts to breach it will be considered hostile acts subject to retaliation. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to do that because the chance of intervention actually goes down. However, trade with Europe is something we kind of need right now. The supply line that they have running into Pennsylvania, I don't even understand. I'm going to guess Johnson's back here since we see a telegraph station being built there. Nasty storm moving through here. All right, we need to turn these back on. We'll make them yellow so that Russo's cavalry down here can get some supplies again. But yeah, definitely had wanted to get down here and make sure that we stayed on offensive stance. We'll go ahead and patrol. You and you. One of the movements that really took me aback was that the Confederates crossed here, or they came up the river all the way up here and just landed right near D.C. Have supplies? Not really. You don't even control the railroad there. I think we're going to have to pull back. Let's go. Go ahead, force march. Can't take Louisville just yet. Thought we kind of had Kentucky, Central Kentucky fully on lock. And I mean, we kind of do. The only army that challenged us, the Army of the Oconee, was one we were able to really whip good. Yeah, Stoic, it's a little strange how they're able to just do. Look at this, they're building some mines up here. I guess I'll thank them for that, huh? Those will be mine when I take this area back, and I will. Those mines will be mines. All right, out west here. What do we got? This was the other area that I was a little concerned about. 8,500 guys with no guns. 8,600 men with 35 guns. Is it time for an attack, everybody? The Army of the West under Major General Joseph Hooker here on July 11th. I think it's time to come get these guys. Let's go to offensive. Let's keep scouting. And let's head down here. I think the weather's good, right? Hey, took control of the depot here. But there were Rebs there that aren't there anymore. Hopefully they don't sneak behind us. Here we go. Southwest Missouri. Looks like we may have a minor action. Got to use these armies, right? While we got them. Obviously, this army here is just kind of gathering its strength. I tell you what I'm going to do, though. This 2nd Mississippi Squadron here, the Ohio Squadron, that is, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring them here. Yeah. Let's go offensive. Hey, all right. We ended up pushing the South Carolina State Militia out here at the Battle of Culpeper Courthouse. South Carolina State Militia retreating in panic. My command has earned us a total victory. Reported casualties, 1,280 men. 482 captured, sent to our camps. Unstable morale. We lost about 1,200 men. 268 missing. 150 killed. We captured rifles. Good. Excellent. I'm fine with that. We'll wait for the engagement notification to come up out in Missouri. It'll be coming. Okay, now where will they go? Are they going to go north? Here's our engagement notification that I was talking about. Booyah! All right, so, all right, let's take a little live chat quick vote. It's a battle way out here in Missouri. You know, we all only have so much time in this world. Chat. Talk to me, baby. Do we play this one, or do we auto-resolve this one, since it's a smaller action? I'll wait for you to weigh in. There's, I think, a handful of folks who are there. Most votes wins. Play battle or auto-resolve? Let me know as I refill the mason jar. I'll be right back for that. Obviously, if there aren't many votes, I'll do what I feel like doing. Play all. Yeah. Hardcore. That's what's in my heart and my gut too there, man. Let's wait, see if anybody else wants to chime in. Appreciate you, man. It would just be such small forces. You can, you know, compress time, make it a little better. Let's go ahead and play. Let's do it. I think you're right there, Stoic. It's not even a question, right? For the sake of engagement. For the sake of engagement. Another Battle of Springfield. We may try to find something else to call this just between us. Yeah, you're right. And Stoic, you're 100% right. I think it does make more sense when you've got long odds, or when they have long odds and you've got like 4-1 or something. Auto resolve it. You'll push them off. That's kind of the way that I've always thought about it myself. But with this one, I was thinking that it might be a pushover because they don't have any artillery. And I was going to be interested to see the way that the AI figured that. But I think it's better to go ahead and jump in and play it, same as you. And I think we're getting a kind of a newly determined or a generated map here. Is this the Battle of Wilson's Creek battlefield? I don't think so. Gustavus Smith is out here with some 9,000 men. They are green, confident. Thank you, Das Boot. Play for sure, yep. All right, let's see what we got here. 8,600 men, 23 guns, 247 sick. I love this stuff, man. And we do have cavalry. They do not. So let's take a look. Yep, it's the Wilson's Creek battlefield. Okay, that's all fine and good. So they'll have the victory location here. They'll come in here or be near here. Okay. We, on the other hand, will be coming on from way the heck up here. I imagine, as the AI does, that they will just gather, you know, somewhere around here. And that we will be attacking down these, from about here down through here. Put some artillery up here at the Gwyn farm. I'd like to call this maybe the Battle of either Oak Hill or Terrell Creek. Maybe we'll decide after the fact. What do we got? Hooker, where you at, bruh? Let's do that. We'll have the cavalry out front. That's under Hooker's direct command, right? And so are these guys. And these guys. This infantry. And this cavalry here. Like so. Hooker, you will be here. All right. Porter will be behind. You here. Guns. And Porter will have most of our infantry. Good, good. All right, we'll just be on the road just like that. And I'll just try to hightail it on down. I think we may go in 2 columns. Porter will come here. Hooker will come here. And then we'll just converge here, get the artillery set up kind of up in here, and then coordinator attacks from there. Let's do it. Boom. 8:32 in the morning. All right, let's go hookah. We definitely want to, yes, use roads and all that. Cover, sure. And bring Hooker to the Gwyn farm here. And the whole army. I guess, oh, okay. The whole army will just go. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Works for me. Get them on the move. Let's go to 5. Just get this bad boy going. Will they just bonsai charge you with all the artillery on your side? Yeah. I don't know. I've experienced it when they're on defense. They just camp right next to the objective hex and let you come try to swamp them and take it. Push them off of it. I've never seen them budge. Really. That's the one thing I like to be on defense most of the time because it makes for a more interesting and representative course of battle. You can kind of move, so when you're on defense, you can kind of move to get the AI to come at you over here and make it look like an attack over here, and then same thing over here, and you can get it to make just look a little bit more realistic, and it's more immersive for me that way. But it's not a big, huge deal. Like if I were them and I was able to deploy a ways out front, like I would deploy out here up against the river, right? Here we go. Establish unit links with other units, groups of the same level. Hold Alt to move group. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, snap. Look at that. So they have decided to mess around. All right, you need to stop. Stop. You stop. Everybody needs to stop. You need to go here. Stop. You. Everybody stops. Look at this AI rebel right here. Stop. Please. We'll keep, I think we'll keep the rest moving for now. Let's bring Hooker up here, though. Get up here, bro. Miles. Buddy, you're going to get yourself in trouble. There you go. Okay. So, we have 2 Rebel Infantry Brigades. 3. Is that their whole army? Probably is. So, do we have a bit of a change in plan? Yeah. We may indeed. We have Springfield Musketoons with these guys. Yes. Very well. Dismount. We're not going to fight them alone, that's for sure. We're just going to go defilade right here. We'll get some cannons up. Let's put these guys. Let's go ahead and let's move off the right. Let's go here and then here. With you, let's go here and then here. By the way, you can push the control key down, and that'll help you. And this infantry needs to come up. These guns need to come up. Will we be able to see them over here? Yes, sir. Right there. Okay, then these guns need to come up. Put them there. These guns, we're going to change their orders too. Put them there. All right, and we're going to have this cavalry brigade pull back across the river to here. Don't love that they went that way, but that's all right. Maybe we'll make them think that we're retreating. Mount them up. All right, now Porter's Porter's division of infantry. We're going to bring them on the reverse slope to form up. He's got that one battery up there, so we'll have to send them brigade by brigade. That's something that's a little frustrating, but that's okay. So this brigade, let's send him here. Let's actually first stop. Yeah, and the order delays and things, they can be a real problem for you. You guys, go ahead, double time it. Need to wait for those couriers for the infantry to get out and stop. We're on the move here, good. On the move there, good. We're going to get set up with this horse artillery here. Let's go ahead and double time with them. Thinking that we'll be able to see these guys and hit them. Yeah, I think so. Could be tough, though. Okay. We're going to have to feel out how we're going to come at this. Right? All right, this infantry, you're here. You're here. You're here. Porter, you're here. Just like that for now. Yeah, I managed to line that up pretty well. So they'll do that, and then I'll have them move back up to here. And let's double time. Are they already doing it? No, double time, boys. Hooker, you get on up here. You guys send out some skirmishers, please. Yeah, I've done pretty well with order delays. Historically, I don't quite know why, I'll be honest. There are some things like dismounting, changing facing that will happen automatically. The rest has everything to do with having the troops and the generals in the right place at the right time. Keeping the generals close, relatively close to the troops that they're going to command, and all that. We'll get everybody in position here. With this cavalry, we'll just try to hold with miles here. We won't have a reserve further to the rear. That'll be kind of the risky part. My guess is we'll get all this artillery set up. Hopefully we can get them firing. We got anybody in range here? Oh, dang, okay. Looks like we're not able to see them over there. Let's redeploy this artillery to here. See if we can get them looking right down that road. These guns to here. And these guns to here. We'll just have kind of an artillery park here. That's the idea anyway. So you got a little heavy action movement here. I think what we'll do is just focus entirely on these two brigades, if we can. And if we're just not able to get them with artillery at all, and we just got to push them with the infantry, then we'll just do it. We'll use, we'll hold with Burbank, Miles, who will dismount. But we'll hold on the left and left center. These skirmishers will go and support probably. So if this brigade decides to counterattack, so be it. But otherwise, we'll use the cavalry to get around and behind, and then the infantry will just push across Skeggs Branch. The Battle of Skeggs Branch. How about that for a name for this one, huh? Balloons give you, Stoic, I think they give you more intelligence on the map, on the campaign map. I'm not positive that that's right, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Let's go ahead and let's see what happens if we go ahead and... Yeah, we're opening up now. Good deal. Oh, they're going for these guys over here. Okay. Well, that's fine. We got to have something shooting over there, right? So they'll just hit these guys in their trenches in this field. That works for me. I really like the AI being a little bit more aggressive on defense right here and coming up against the creek and the river. Fredericksburg all over again, no doubt. Mini Fredericksburg, right? The battlefield of Skeggs Branch. I love the names that you can come up with. I love that piece of it. I love being able to kind of come up with my own little story of this alternate war. I love that part. All right, Porter, why don't you double time it, guy? So we're going to get him ready in a position to push the attack. Got the artillery in the central position, opening up. Still can't see him up there. Gosh dang. Okay. Well, we're going to have to redeploy this arty. Kind of. Boom! All right, we'll just bombard here. Right? Just let them pound away there. Let the arty go to work against those Confederates. Not ready to engage just yet. And frankly, these dudes could probably just go ahead and for now stop. Instead of going where they're going, get them set kind of right where they are, in line, and then Porter will just move everybody forward. Like that. And I don't want to believe that we're going to need all day to do this. We'll see. So, I don't want these guys using the road. I don't care about you using cover. You either. And you either. All right. Everybody's confident. 1,500 men. 1,600 men. 1,600 men. Mixed muskets all across the board because we're way out west except for this inside unit that's a little bit more experienced and has these Springfield rifled muskets. Here we go. Let's go ahead. Let's send skirmishers out all across the line. For starters, I'm going to have these skirmishers go right here. Then these guys will come forward all the way to the rebel line. These guys, same thing. These guys up here. Then these boys advance. Wait, I don't like the way they're faced there. These boys advance. Oh, shoot. You guys, right here. I don't know why it has them doing that, but I guess I'll trust it. You boys there. You boys right there. Once our infantry passes the cav, we'll have the cav mount up. And move around the flank. Might even have one of the cav units just run down to the objective. See if that'll work. Matthews, check this out, dude. It's crazy. I've got them up here on this rise as far, as best I can. And they can't see. They can't see down here, I guess. What if I select them? See, yeah, the arc, I can't see past any of this here. I can only see out to here. Seems as though maybe we made them run or something. But here's Porter's troops on the advance. Oh, no, okay. They're still there. Yeah, it'll probably take forever for them to run. And yeah, you're right. Probably take a bunch of casualties trying to go up this dang hill. I don't know if the AI, maybe the AI's got mixed muskets too. They're laying down with some of their guys there. All right, attack. 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 Let's just engage with our skirmishers to start off with. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, I think they probably got better guns than us. than some of us. You guys go ahead and advance. I guess the skirmishers don't advance. And by the way, I think skirmishers will kind of move more autonomously. And we'll get the battle underway. Right? Get these guys up here. Let's go ahead and mount up. Hopefully they don't repulse us, where obviously the skirmishers are having trouble. Let's get this line infantry forward. Come on, boys. Then you got these two kind of getting mixed up with each other. These guys going back to their parent unit, fine. Call them in anyway. Same here. That's partly was meant to kind of see if we could spook these guys out of here. Porter, where you at, man? Double time. All right, man. We're fully engaged now. You got Ranger in the action with his rifled muskets. We'll have him advance to there while he's shooting. Okay, these guys, go ahead, bring your skirmishers back. It's good that we've got Granger in action first with his better weapons, while the units with the crappier weapons will move up through the woods. Yeah. Orderly! God damn it! You gotta come up with more of a northerner sounding voice. Sir, we can't support the damn infantry. They're going up there on their own. I can't see a damn thing up on that hill, the rebels. They're hiding from us. They're eliminating our artillery advantage. It's so frustrating. All right. Come on, boys. Come on. I thought, Porter, I told you to double time it. God damn it. You boys, double time. Now, when you get your division commander up here, he's in bugle range, you can pretty much eliminates the order delays entirely. Woo! Oh. 81 losses. Sheesh. These AI revs have done pretty good here. God dang it. All right, now let's get these guys going around the flank. These guys up to there. Golly, just on the approach, we're getting myrtleized. Yeah, man, these revs have better rifles than us. We got to figure out how to get these guns up here. Let's go ahead and let's bring these guys down there. Let's bring these guys right here. See if that helps. I doubt Ah, fuck. Still stable, but these guys are struggling, bro. Advance. Get up in there. Shit. Oh my God, we're being repulsed. 100%. Look at this, man. Well, we got some cover there. Yeah, no. Okay, now we want to stay here with our guys so that we can rally. Okay. Rally. Are we firing back here or not? God dang it. I feel like we're not. Ah, retreat, you dummies. Off they go. Oh my God, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Ah! We need better weapons over here. That's for sure. Move around to the right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is not good. This is bad. This is not going well. All right, well maybe our cavalry can make the difference. I'll do the cheap thing. We'll just send these guys down the road. Yeah, we'll steal a victory. Sheesh. Got to bring the whole division back down the hill. Ah! I'll kill the cowards and run. So we all running right now. The hell with this, says another guy. Yeah, I guess I can't blame him. That was an ill-fated attack. All right. I think we're starting to hit him with the artillery now. Here. Let's try at least and see if these guns... I don't want to move them up, though. That's so risky. All right, well... You, double time, cheaters. Double time it. You guys stay in the woods dismounted just like that. This is a funny one. Oh, God. We are getting our asses handed to us. Now, let's see what it looks like. This is probably not good. Oh! Oh! I'm thinking maybe we just retreat. Because this is just not great. But I'm not there yet. We'll reform down here if we can. I'm just not sure we're going to be able to reform down here. These guys are all panicked. I mean, they're all there, and they're all rallying with their general. So there is that. Most of our kills have probably come from pounding these guys with artillery. Yeah. I wanna let some more time go by and just let our guns kind of do their thing for just a little while at least. How's their ammo? Yeah, okay. So they still have quite a bit, and they're able to hit these guys now. And then if I just let time go, and these fellas are able to go take this objective, which I'm not sure if they will. Somebody mentioned too in the chat. Maybe cavalry alone like this isn't able to go grab the objective, but we'll see. Come on. Can we get it? I think so. It looks, is it changing? Right? And then maybe they'll be forced to back up. All right, we need to get this brigade across the river and put them probably here to protect the artillery. We are able to hit them now, so there is that. You got Yankee men laying dead everywhere. I was a little overconfident going into this thing. The California Raiders. No, they're earning victory points on this. Still, it looks like. So yeah, okay. We're not able to come over there and just take it with Cav. Okay. Let's give it just a little more time. We probably should make sure we keep these guys honest at least. Got them to lay down. Looks like we have General Miles. No, Granger is back to being unstable. So let's go ahead and bring him right here. And we will be like Little Round Top in this place, yeah. We'll just move by the right. The idea here will be to just push him off of this road. We'll just try to fold him up into this, you know, around here, open up this road. Then we get one of our infantry brigades down the road so we can help take this maybe. Porter. Let's just move you. Or are you just too busy rallying? Maybe so. Down. Over. Okay, they're still panicked. They're still panicked. Nervous. Nervous. Confident. Panicked, panicked. Okay. So obviously when you have our artillery advantage, it helps. Yeah, I'd love to have better artillery too, Das or is that Matthew? This is the Western Army. I have not focused a lot of time or attention on this army. Is this all 6-pounders? Yeah. As a matter of fact, I've found the 6-pounders, they got better range than 12-pounders do. Better long range, anyway. Here, let's do a stop start on the recording. Doop. Boop. If we can get these guys in better shape, finally. Maybe we'll make it a late afternoon push. So obviously, oh, okay, here we go. So we are slowly but surely taking control here. You notice that there's one arrow that's not there anymore. Okay. I don't want to go too fast just in case the Rebs try something. Ammo. Dang. Okay. Yeah. I don't think we're going to have a choice. I think we're going to have to withdraw here. Failed attack. Golly. It's tough to dislodge these guys. Okay, we're down to unstable now instead of panic. There's that. These guys are stable now. Let's go ahead and lay them down. I'm not ready to give it up yet. These guys unstable. Let's go ahead and let's line them up. Right there. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, I did pretty good here. I have to tip of the hat. I was literally expecting, what they normally will do is they'll just form a line right here, right at the objective, or like right there. They actually did something kind of intuitive. I'm impressed. The AI on defense normally does not do anything near to what they did here. They positioned well. They have better rifles, and we're able to take advantage of that pretty handily.
Run the gun up.
Yeah, there you go. One arrow now. Take Hooker and move him closer. Okay, these guys are stable again. Hawkins KIA. Shit. Okay, Irwin still nervous, but we're going to get them back in good shape. So this time, I'll probably send these guys on the march again first, and we'll move them closer this time and hope that they don't get myrtleized on the way up. Or actually, what we'll do probably is we'll send this unit and this unit forward, and then Granger will be the one that can kind of close the door and engage from a further range out. Then these guys and the cavalry can swamp them, hopefully. And then once we push them, we'll have hopefully one of our brigades in a position to go ahead and finish things off here, gather points, Gather points, and we are just about ready to take the point. Let's go up to Porter. Put him right here. Don't want to get impatient. Don't want to get impatient. All right, these guys are stable again. See, but their loss resilience is suffering big time. So obviously, whatever we do next, they probably aren't going to stick around in the fight for long. We're really going to have to come at them hard and fast. Our artillery's doing a number on them up there. Let's see. Come on. 2 times, 2 times. I don't want to go faster than 2 times. Get these guys back in good shape here. You guys go ahead. Lay down for now. That way they'll rest up. Lay down. I'm going to try to score a victory here. Damn it! Stable. Confident. Stable. All right. Let's get ready. We're going to be going here again soon. Okay. I want these guys to go forward at the double quick. They're determined. They're in the best shape for fighting. Go. Okay. Double time. Okay, you boys, go. Double time. You boys. No, not there. There. Go. And then I don't want you to engage until you're in medium range. You boys. Come on. God dang it. Get up there and fire. There we go. Finally. We got a little defensive bonus there. Excellente. Let's stick that to long range. Let's get Hooker up here. Let's get these men in range with their musketoons. You boys. Right here. Go. Double time. You guys. Get in closer, guys. Darn it. Yeah, all right. Now we're hitting them. Come on. Yes. All right. Now we're in the action here. Let's bring these boys up. Where are you? Right here? Let's go double time at you. Come on, baby. I like how we're looking here. Although they've got the woods there, it looks like somehow we've got some kind of a defensive advantage. Not sure how we got that. Already broken here. So they're just backing up. They're just backing up so that we can't hit them. That's pretty... There we go. Okay, we've got these guys on the run. Let's mount up. Let's be ready to get these dudes. Hold tight, boys. I know you're nervous. Got a courier on the way to these guys here. We're going to get on a run. These guys are falling back now. Good. All right. You guys lay down. Guys, keep pounding it, peppering it. Broken. Shit. These guys will go. Yeah, it's pushing it more into a minor defeat. All right. Stop. Dismount. Oh, so we have to get all the blue arrows built up, right? Okay. We lost Hawkins for good. Burbank looks like we lost them for good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think we may have to pull back on this one. Like I was talking about before. What are our losses like now? All right. Well, at least we killed more. All right, I think we got to retreat. Doop. Sorry for the the embarrassing loss. Another minor defeat at the hands of the AI Rebs. By God, they did a good job right here. I got to say, it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So we'll back up with the Army of the West once again. That's the second defeat that we've suffered. An army with fewer guns. What a job they did here. Got to hand it to the AI, man. By God. Yeah. We'll just use becoming dark to clear the field. Say that they held us off in this advance. We just can't lose so many troops out here. It'll be a minor defeat. I don't think we'll lose too much national morale out way out west like this. I don't think. I don't think so. Yeah, there we are. The Battle of Skeggs Branch. Didn't lose any of our guns. That's important. Lost way too many troops. Way too many troops. Federal minor defeat. Yeah, appreciate the encouragement there, Stoic. Thank you so much. National morale is going to drop by 0.5%. Military experience always goes up, though. That's good. Ah, Colonel Hawkins. He got killed, I thought. Or did he get wounded? Defeat at Springfield. It's ended with the Army of the West retreating from the battlefield in good order. A stinging defeat. Damn. July 12th. It'll go down as a day of infamy. And the Rebs gain a little more control of this part of Missouri. By God. Where are we going to retreat to, I wonder? Just back up the road, I hope. I hope. Oh, I guess we're just going to go up here. Now, what I could have and should have done maybe is coordinate, right? I've been afraid of a rebel army that's been around down here, and now I see this. What is this about? What is this about? Do they have some troops up here, by God? The Department of the West. We got a cavalry unit we could send out. Let's do this. Detached independent unit. I don't want them to be called the Army of Southwest Missouri. Let's call them Cav. Missouri Cav. Enter. Boop. Missouri Cav. Under Eli Long. That's funny. Let's bring them up here. Force march it, please. Thank you. Okay, these guys need to be guarding supplies. Let's turn this bad boy back on. I think maybe the Rebs put an army in Fredericktown. By God. Okay. Let's do that. Getty's brigade will be in a good spot again. And you can see the South Carolina State Militia retreating into the north. Oh boy. After losing the Battle of Culpeper Courthouse. Thank you, Matthew. You from Missouri? Are your wife from Missouri? Missouri side of the river, my man. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, originally. Looking pretty good over here, although we just have more and more Rebs farting around here in this part of the map. It's funny. All right, hey, double B plus now. Watch out. That's good to see. we got here. Everything's good. So I guess maybe Fredericktown just fell under enemy influence, perhaps? Huh. I don't know what that's about. We got access to supplies, right? Yep. Okay, Army of the West. They're still in the green, even after all that. And we still have access to our depots, provisions and everything coming all the way through here. And that's another thing. I don't know if I showed this before. In a prior video, I'm almost positive that I did. Is that supply depots are a massive chunk of our expenses. I did not know about that. Did not know. Projects. Do we have enough military money? Yeah, we don't have much. Okay. Administration reform. What would this do? Finance political reforms that will allow more efficient policymaking in the long run. Whether this means structural changes in the political system or simply using money in a way that makes individuals reach a consensus faster does not matter. Got to grease them wheels, baby. The end result, which is faster processing for political decisions, counts. Each level of this project... is this already at level 1 and now we can do level 2? Is that it? Then we got corn is king. Oh, this is probably not a bad one to do. What else we got? Occupation administration, railroad construction. What is that? Construction of new railroads requires a lot of resources and labor. Finance the railroad engineers and increase immigration of cheap manpower for labor, especially from China and Ireland. Okay. So I think that just helps you build railroads faster. That's what I'm guessing anyway. I'm not in the railroad building business right about now. Subsidize industry. Ooh. Subsidize the nation's heavy industry, increasing profits for the private companies and making their business more lucrative. This will boost production and encourage further expansion. I think I want to do this one. Think. And then I think I want to do administration reform. Think. Just like that. And then if I can, ooh, trade deals. What's this? Finance nations, diplomats to negotiate more lucrative trade deals with foreign nations. Those will allow better prices when importing. This, by the way, when you get government funding, I think it helps drive more of these projects. Matthew? Oh, hey, how about them Tar Heels, man? Corn is king. Trade deals. Yeah, let's do that. And let's do another corn is king. That sounds good to me. And that's all of our projects. We want to help boost relations with Europe. And sure enough, God dang it. Missouri State Guard. Okay, we need to make sure they don't cross into Cairo. Double time, go. Huh. Well, I guess the Army of the Mississippi could pull back to Cairo for now. Double time, please. Do not take the railroad. South Carolina State Militia just continues moving this way. That's just crazy. The Army of North Virginia, how are we looking? Still, like, how long is this going to take? 54 more days. Boy, these AI Rebs. Scout stance. That's, you put your cavalry in scout stance. So that's a good question. When you have, these orders determine how the unit will deploy its forces during its operations, right? So it deals a lot with cavalry and the forces that can be used for raiding and different things. But scouting allows you better intelligence of the enemy, and I think your troops, all your cavalry comes to the field. I think if you've got guarding, maybe some of your cavalry doesn't get to come to the field, or they're there weaker, or their morale suffers a little bit. Something of that nature. I can't remember exactly. Okay, these boys are going to be on defensive. Oh, that's funny. You got a ship moving across the land. They're going to do a little patrol route here, it looks like. That's funny. So the Missouri State Guard decided to do this thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him coming for Cairo. They're going to try and actually do it. And what on earth with these boys? Get back up there and just blockade. Don't let them cross, man. it's creepy. Do I have Siegel out in the west of the command of German brigades? No. No, I don't think so. Harney with Lyon. There's Lyon right there for you. Abercrombie, Morgan, Chapman, and Heckman. All out here in the Department of the West. More of an infantry army. I'm thinking maybe we can focus the Department of the West more this way. Double time it. Force march. Go, go, go. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. Get back. Come on, you little bastards. Attack. Can we attack these guys? Where are you going? Where are you going? Rearguard action, suffering casualties. Come on. Chase down these rebel ships. Where are you going? Where are you going? That is so funny. Let's just flush him all the way out. That's funny, man. Where are they gonna go? Are they gonna end up all the way down here? That is so funny. I bet you do they try to get off here at New Madrid? Nope. Chase them off. Good. That's fine. Okay. Well, that means that this army can get back down here. Double time it, go. Go ahead, take the railroad. Okay, these guys are still good on supply. The Department of the West will probably move in concert and see if we can kick them out of southwest Missouri for good. That'll be the plan anyway. Here you go. Buckner's Corps. I'm going to push down this way now. Is he on the move? Looks that way. All right, fine. We can't stand in his way, so we'll come up here. Take the train. Yep, double time it. Hate to double time it everywhere, but our readiness with the Army of Northeastern Virginia is looking a lot better. I really just want to unleash it and head south to Richmond is what I want. I mean, they're giving me the opening to do it. Okay, you guys. Let's see if these guys can help keep the Missouri State Guard on this side of the river. That'd be cool. If they want to stay in Tennessee, that's just fine. Gives us better look over here. Let's get this cavalry. Let's bring them here. Northern Arkansas will be ours. Flip this. Ooh. Can't attack in the rain. By God. Yeah, here we go. They can move by train now. I can't say I'm quite sure what it is they think they're going to be able to do. Other than just screw up this little line of supply right here. I'm not going to come out after him. Got a significant status quo situation. All right, we got another project we can do. What is it? Cavalry form. Don't feel like it. Nope, we're saving up. We're saving up. How are we looking? Strategy. Still at 80 national morale. National support's down a bit. By the way, if we capture Richmond, what do we get? Yeah, CSA national morale down 20. Capture 10 forts. We're not going to do that. We need to do this one. Capture Western Virginia. CSA national morale minus 2.5. That's the one that's kind of still on our list. Haven't been able to accomplish it just yet this war. How do the flags on the depots work? What do you mean? Oh, do you mean this? Changing up this? This just makes it high, green, high priority, stopped, low priority, medium, high. That's the way I understand that. I think that's how that works. Okay, got them stopped. The Missouri State Guard, no longer able to get in Missouri. No, sir. You're not getting through there. Yes! Yep, they tried to go. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Yes, 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 yes. I'm tempted to bring the Army of the Mississippi down here to attack them. What do we got? 53 cannons and 16,000 men? What do they have? 17,000 with 25 cannon? them figure out what they want to do. Okay, so they took back Grafton with Buckner. Oh well. Yeah, our two main armies in the east are trying to continue their recovery. The Army of Northeastern Virginia on its way. Ah, back to double B minus again. Shoots. Now we're at 29 days. 15.4. I'm not going to do another policy just yet. Confiscation. I don't think I'm ready for that. We could do this, though. This is probably what we'll have to do next. Impose new kind of tax on the incomes of citizens. Do the income tax, right? That would be huge. Raid in Arkansas, you think? Got plenty of supply, provisions, and forage for now. I like that idea. Let's take them all the way. Go. We won't double time it, but we'll go raid. And we'll strike fear into the hearts of the southern women. These rebs are on the retreat. And this siege up here in Covington just seems like it's going to continue forever. No, okay, here we go. Starting to lean way our way. Looking pretty good, really. We have been way outnumbered in guns. Good deal. Think that this unit, once they're finally beaten, I'm guessing that they'll come down the river or something. That's one thing, like, I'll give it to you, whoever mentioned that earlier about how the AI will kind of retreat off in weird directions. It's true. All right, it's time for us with the Army of Northeast Virginia. How much does French's Corps have? 28,000 men against 56,000, or against 54,000. They're probably fresh. We just have to wait for our, this is one of these things about the game played in this kind of more difficult mode. You got to wait for the readiness to get up to snuff. Looks like they're just going to chill here. I mean, retaking the area around Pittsburg is a pretty good goal for this campaign season for us. All right, let's go ahead and bring these guys back to the border. Raid, raid, raid. I think we may still be within range with this cab, with this depot here. And then here's what let's maybe do. So we've taken control of this Batesville manufactory. We'll come over here to Carrollton with our cavalry. Okay, then this army under Harney is going to get closer. That way, we'll have a double whammy, hopefully, against the Western Army. Oh, they're on the move now. Okay. We'll follow them. Are they force marching? We can't get too close yet. We've taken control of this depot. Sweet. So if we get into contact here, I think we'll be able to bring on the Army of the West as reinforcements. I think. Well, okay. We're pushing well over 2 hours, and that's pretty much all I had allotted to do the stream tonight. I'm having a good time with you guys, though. I'm going to go ahead and decide to end it here. I'll be pushing out some video content on this that's a little bit more condensed. And tell your friends, obviously. Here we are, Grand Tactician. The campaign continues as the Union. I think next time when we get into this, we'll have something to do that's maybe big with the Army of Northeastern Virginia. I'll save the next battle in Missouri for the next stream. We'll have a battle happening out here. And continue the raid in Arkansas when we come back to it as well. Once again, thank you guys so much for taking the time and hanging out with me tonight. It's so encouraging to have you along board to experience this all together. And thank you for your help on some things. Appreciate that, of course. Remind you to click that thumbs up button for me at the bottom of the stream. Really helps get everything out there for everybody else to see out in the YouTube world. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, link down below, and become a member if you'd like to do that. For as little as $2 a month, you get a lot of good perks. Appreciate you guys one more. I'm Bank 60s.